Is the dynasty over? No! As long as Steph Curry is on the Warriors, the dynasty is alive. But there are questions with almost every other guy on that roster. Dubs fans love their players, but once you see the mess they're in, you realize they have no choice but to trade one or two key players. The problem is money. Up until now, the controlling owner, Joe Lacob, paid whatever it took. This year's team is the most expensive ever at about $350 million. That broke last year's record when they cost $346 million. But if they bring back everyone, it could approach $500 million. $500 million for a team that won 44 games. Oh, but the Warriors make so much money, who cares? Well, apparently the owner does. He told the media, numbers like 400 to 500 million are not even remotely possible. I'm already in trouble with the rest of the league. We kind of blew a hole in the system and it's not a good look. Yeah, because the league got together and said, enough of this. We have to crush the Warriors dynasty. The new CBA says, if you get too expensive, good luck building in the offseason. But first, today's video is sponsored by Prize Picks because they have a very special promo going on for Game 7. We've got a free square for Mr. Joel Embiid. So that means we only have to get one other correct pick, and if Joel Embiid plays, we score. So let me give you my picks for today. First up, obviously, Mr. Joel Embiid. Just a half a point here. If he plays, we win. So really, we only have to get one pick correct. I'm going to the rebounds and assists category in Jason Tatum. Obviously, I'm going more on the free square, and I am also going more for the second pick. Hopefully you take those and they hit. You can play Prize Picks in states like California, Florida, or Texas, and if it's your first time playing, drop that promo code AMHOOPS for a 100% deposit match bonus. They can't trade multiple contracts for one good player. They can't sign buyout guys. No mid-level exception, but listen to this. The Warriors get sent to the back of the draft no matter what. Like 2 years ago when they got injured but picked James Wiseman at number 2. Not anymore. They would be pick 30 no matter what their record is. So the owner actually got lucky. Now he can say, well, yeah, I wanted to pay you guys $500 million, but the NBA won't let me. So to get this price tag down, somebody has to go. Fans will immediately say, trade Jordan Poole. But it's not that simple. Jordan just signed a $124 million contract, and teams aren't lining up to get him, but another player is on the market. Draymond Green can opt out of next year and become a free agent. Teams will want Draymond for his defense and his playmaking, his championship experience. He is key to Steph Curry's game, but he has caused problems for years. Kevin Durant had no issue leaving Golden State because Draymond said, we don't need you. Training camp was toxic because he punched Jordan Poole. They probably lost in 2016 because Dre was suspended for kicking LeBron. And they just got lucky beating Sacramento after he got suspended again. After the Lakers loss, Draymond did say he wants to be a Warrior for life, but he also leaked to the media. Draymond wants and believes he deserves a maximum contract extension from the Warriors of 4 years in length. Dre has already taken a pay cut in back-to-back contracts. Maybe he saw how they maxed out Klay after he tore his ACL. Why would they pay Klay for past performance and not me? But things have changed since he leaked that report. Dre was dying to sign with the Lakers, but now they're set. So I fully guarantee Draymond to come back on a team-friendly contract. But Klay Thompson is a different story. Unlike Draymond, Klay isn't close to the same player. We all love Klay as a dude, but he's not even a good defender anymore. Yes, he led the NBA in threes this year, but his postseason was a nightmare. Look at Steve Kerr's reaction to this Klay shot attempt. What are you doing? And can you believe Klay expects to be rewarded with a new full max contract? No, dude, no. It's not gonna happen. This was a great bounce back regular season after tearing his ACL and his Achilles, but Klay would be delusional to demand that. He won't get big money anywhere else, so I also expect Klay to return on a pay cut. But a gigantic rumor just dropped about Jonathan Kuminga. When Andrew Wiggins was out to close the regular season, JK stepped up, dropped about 13 points a game in 24 minutes. He's become a good slasher and defender, but still wasn't ready for the playoffs. It's just too hard to play Kuminga with Draymond and Looney, who also don't shoot. So Steve Kerr cut his minutes when Wiggins came back, then straight up benched him outside of garbage time for Gary Payton. A report says Kuminga was pissed. He is going to meet with Golden State this offseason and demand a full-time role, or he wants a trade. At 20 years old, he would have serious value to other teams, but the problem is his contract. Kuminga only makes like $6 million next year, which does nothing for their big price tag. So they have to trade Kuminga with a high-priced player. That is the solution to trading Jordan Poole. He got paid last summer, but got worse in the regular season. Had his worst shooting season since his rookie year. Was terrible on defense. In the playoffs, dude scored 0 points game 4 against the Lakers. In game 1, he got the ball with 10 seconds left, and instead of running a play, just heaved up an awful shot to lose the game. I mean, look at Steph's reaction after that shot. He's like, this guy. It actually reminds you of when Poole made Steph so mad this year he got ejected. 12 seconds left on the clock. Poole takes another dumb long shot. Steph is so mad, he turns around and throws his mouthpiece. Great job, Jordan. It's almost like Steph wanted to punch Jordan Poole. Look, I feel bad for Jordan getting hit by Draymond. And he did act like a pro to the media afterward, but it was clear they never really made up. There were moments this season, like when Dre tried to hug Jordan during timeouts, Poole just pushed him off. So trading Jordan Poole is the #1 option for the Warriors right now. His deal kicks in and they're selling at a low point, but it's the only way to improve. And the only way to get value is attaching Poole with Kuminga and picks. I think the dream scenario would be the Nets get Jordan Poole, Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, and 3 first-round picks. They can only trade that 2023 pick on draft night for Mikal Bridges and Dorian Finney-Smith. You know how I know this is a good trade? Because Warrior fans probably hate it. I actually got inspiration for this trade from a Warrior fan named Adam, and I guarantee he hates it. Yes, you get rid of Moses Moody, who was good in the playoffs, but that's the point. Like, you're not going to get Mikal Bridges in DFS for scrubs. Think about it. Jordan just had an awful season. Kuminga barely played. You think the Nets are going to give up a potential star and a really good defender for that? No! You also have to give up Moody to get a really good player. And the picks are part of this too, because the Nets need them, and the Warriors don't have much use for young players anyway. The Dubs blew their 2-timeline plan by picking James Wiseman and Kuminga over Franz Wagner. Yeah, that was a mistake too. Now it is time to pay up if they want to extend this dynasty. Oh, and they also have to pay GM Bob Myers too, because he feels disrespected as the 7th or 8th highest paid executive. I mean, dude has led a dynasty for 12 years. He is gone without a pay raise. Oh, and if you're gonna ask Klay Thompson and Draymond Green to take a pay cut, sounds a lot better coming from Bob Myers than some random replacement. But another chaotic offseason this year is the Phoenix Suns. In a few months, they could be trading Chris Paul and DeAndre Ayton, and I lay out exactly how that happens right here.